Hi everyone, Funky Monkey here back with another video, and today I'll be covering another trophy. Um, and this trophy is from the game Fallout Shelter. The trophy's name is called Get Off My Lawn, which requires you to successfully stop 50 raider attacks. Now, all the hours I have in this game and the research I've done with, several trophies, this one in particular, I've noticed that there's not very much information on what is the best way to get this trophy in the most efficient way. So I hope I can help you with this trophy, because this trophy is probably one of the, I don't know if you want to say hardest ones to get, but it's definitely one of the more tedious ones to get because it is completely random on, really when they spawn or how often they spawn. You just have to get lucky. All this will do, all what I'm gonna, uh, provide, the information I'm gonna provide, all this is gonna do is increase your chances of getting lucky enough to get raider attacks. All right, so hopefully this video will definitely include the most efficient way and the best way to get consistent raider attacks, and maybe you get lucky enough that you get several in a row. Uh, and how you can do this, how you can get consistent raider attacks, and not have like a million Deathclaw attacks like I did when I had a bigger camp or shelter vault thing. All right, so like I said, I recommend going for this trophy last. I certainly recommend doing that because it takes a long time to get this trophy. And the reason why I say to go for it last is because, while you're going for other trophies, you might get lucky. You might get lucky, you get random ones to spawn, boom. That's one less you have to do. Um, and like I said, it takes a while, and you'll have to make very, very significant changes to your camp. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be kind of hard to figure out, but you're just gonna have to do it if you want this trophy. You're just gonna have to do it. Um, all right. Well, now I got this. We're going through all this basis here. I'll go on and explain the steps here. All right. So first things first. You have every trophy except this one. Get off my lawn. Successfully defend against 50 raider attacks. Okay. You have all that. Now, the only one I could say that you don't have done is complete 100 objectives, which is this here, 100 objectives right here. I've noticed that the smaller your vault is, the easier the objectives are. But, while you're waiting for raider attacks, you can do that and do your objectives or whatever. But other than that, you want to have every trophy. You want to have every trophy acquired before going for this trophy. And the next thing is you'll have to kick out every dweller except 30 of them. Okay? I have 30 right now. I can tell you I had 186 dwellers. I had to kick out that many. 186 all the way down to 30. That's how many dwellers I had to kick out. Okay? And my camp was, obviously it was like going all the way down here. Alright, my shelter vault. So that's another thing you have to do. You're gonna have to kick out all the dwellers and save your best 30 dwellers. And you'll be like, alright, what dwellers do I need to keep? My best dwellers. What do they have to like main in? Like what special has to be their strongest? Well, I tell you, when you have 30 dwellers, you do not need that much at all. So like for example, let's go over my camp. All right, so I have two people in here. They're my quest guys. They're obviously max stats, everything. They're really strong. And you want to have at least two guys defending this place. So, let's say you're not even at the screen and you get a random raider attack. Well, guess what? You don't have to worry about it. They got it. They defend it. And then other than that, I have a super reactor. It's maxed out and produces obviously 85 power, which is more than plenty. I have everyone maxed out in their strength category, and you have obviously armor that gives more strength to overlap that. So you want to have 6 max strength guys, or really really strong in strength guys in here. So that's 8. Okay. Don't worry about this barbershop. It's only if you have challenges for it. You don't have to have a barbershop. Next thing is, I have a Nuka-Cola plant. I would recommend using Nuka-Cola plants because it gives you water and food, so you don't have to have nearly as many people. If you were gonna have to have water and then have food. So keep that in mind. I would recommend Nuka-Cola plant because then it only requires 6, but have obviously them major in agility, so it produces it faster. So you want to have 6 there as well. So that's another 6, so that's 14. And then you don't need a weapon workshop. It's only if you want one. Same thing with armor workshop. You don't need it, but it's up to you if you want it. Next thing is, you obviously need a hospital to produce stim packs. Obviously, that is like one of the most important things is stim packs. So what you want to obviously have is people that are maxed out in intelligence or near max. They would just want to do the best. And really want to have 6 more guys, girls, in here with max intelligence to produce your stim packs as efficiently as possible. So that's another 6. That brings us up to 20. And then obviously Rataways. I don't really use Rataway that much because ghouls. That's pretty much ghouls and sometimes death claws, rad scorpions, anything that's glowing, I guess, gives Rataway. But other than that, really you don't use Rataway that much. So you can have a Rataway station like I do, but you don't need to put 6 guys in there. I just have 2, which is fine. You don't need Rataway that much. Let me heal these guys here. Alright, next thing is, radio stations, I believe, do benefit the chances of having attacks on your shelter. So, I have 3 here. You don't have to have 3, but you can. So I have 3 here, and obviously each one has 1 person. And you don't need to consistently, click on the thing to like have another person show up and because they found someone. You could just keep it like that where, they're already finished, waiting for you to click on it, whatever. But I would highly recommend having at least 1 radio station, but you can have 3 like me if you really want to. But you don't need 3. But it never hurts to have more than 1. And lastly, you can have another Nuka-Cola. I would recommend having another Nuka-Cola plant with that. So that's another 4 right there. So or 6. Sorry. Yes, there are 6 guys you have in here. Obviously, they're all up in endurance. That's my bad. I said agility up here, huh? Yeah, so you want to have guys maxed out in agility, in endurance. So it produces it really fast. Like, I think I just claimed this one up here. I think it takes about 40 seconds if everyone has max endurance plus bonus, so it's really fast. But yeah, so you really want to have two Nuka-Cola plants, 6 in each, so that's 12. And then you want to have, one person in each radio station you have. So like I have 3, so that's 15 up to there. And then I got 6 guys in here for my stim packs. That's 21. And then right away I got 2 guys. That's 22. And then 6 guys in my 1 super reactor. So that's 28. And then I have 2 more in my defending my vault door, which fits me up to 30. So there you go. That's what you want like main your guys in, because trust me, you do not need that much when you have only 30 dwellers. And obviously, yes, I have some storage warehouses, but you want to be careful to not have too many warehouses, because I believe it does require power. So you got to make sure that you have um, enough power to power everything. So be careful about that. But yeah, I only have I have a maxed out like 2 rooms warehouse, and then I think I have 3. Yeah, I have 3 maxed out 3-room warehouses. So there's that. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys probably want to look at my vault, see how I have it, because if you want to copy it or anything, that's fine. Who cares? So here you go. I'll do a slow rundown of my vault here, so you can obviously pause it and look at it. But there you go. And you don't have to have all my stuff down here. That's just how it worked out to be. You can have everything smushed if you want. But there you go. That's my vault. Um, and another thing is, if you can, I would highly recommend having Mr. Handies on the floors that you have Nuka-Cola um, plants or super reactors, or your stim packs, your rataways, anything that they can just pick up for like power or food, just so you can just go AFK and they can just keep collecting it for you. Like I have one on every floor, so you can do that. And yes, you can get plenty of Mr. Handies from just doing quests. If you just do the quests constantly, you'll just have random times where you get Mr. Handies. So there's that. Um, Another thing is, I don't know. I don't know. I just have maxed out dwellers sitting out here. I don't think that does anything, but hey, doesn't hurt. So if you want, you can have 10 dwellers sitting out here. Like I have 2 Preston Garveys here. Got 2 Preston Garveys. Okay, whatever. You can have them sitting out here if you want. That's why I just have it like that. I don't know if it affects raider attacks, but never hurts. Um, so yeah, there's that. Uh, but you know, like I would say you sometimes have dry spells like with raider attacks where you just don't get anything. Like you just don't get any raider attacks for a long while. And nothing you can do about that. But you know, let's say you had over 100 dwellers. Well, guess what? Only attacks you're gonna really get is Deathclaws. You're only gonna get really Deathclaw attacks. You're gonna have rarely any ghoul attacks, and you're basically never gonna have raider attacks when you have that many dwellers. So because you're dropping your vault all the way down to 30, the only attack you'll get, I swear, only attack you'll get is raider attacks. And the other 2 incidents that can happen is fires and rad roaches. Not even mole rats. Not even mole rats. So just rad roaches, fire, and raider attacks. But when you do get an attack, it's always going to be raider attacks. So keep that in mind. That's why we drop it down to 30. And that's why you want to do this trophy last. Because you're going to have to change your base drastically. So keep that in mind. Alright. Well, if I missed anything, or if you guys have any other questions on any other trophies, feel free to message me in the comment section. But other than that, hopefully this guide helped. But good luck, because you're probably going to be sitting here for a while, like me. So, you got this. Alright, well, you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching.